Originally an arcade game developed by Konami in 1982, Amidar was a maze-based game inspired by classics such as Pac-Man and Kicks. Players controlled either a gorilla or a paint roller, navigating a grid while avoiding enemies. During the gorilla sequences, the player must draw boxes whilst being pursued by savages, and during the paint roller levels, try to paint squares while being pursued by pigs. And in between levels, there's also bonus stages where you have the chance to win 5,000 points. In 1983, the tabletop version of Amidar was released by Gakken in Japan, bringing the arcade experience into a compact electronic format. And this version of Amidar is unique as it has a flip-top case, and at the touch of a button, the lid pops open to reveal the magnified VFD screen. The game was then imported and released by British company CGL in the UK. Two other classic arcade games were released with this unique flip-up style. Namco's Dig Dug, in this vibrant yellow, was only released in Japan. And the lesser-known Konami game Jungler, with its bright red casing, got a release outside of Japan by CGL. So this is my Amidar that I bought from Birmingham Gaming Market, and when I first saw it on the stall I hadn't got a clue what it was. I did recognise the name Amidar from the arcade game, and then I pressed the button and realised it was a tabletop game. Now this was only £25, but I have seen boxed complete examples go for well over 100. And just like the other VFD games in my collection, this runs on 4 C-type batteries, or if you've got one, you can use a power adapter with that socket there. Now it does look like there's something missing from the top of the joystick, and on some of the box art I've seen like a little black cap, almost like a bat top joystick. And I've got a coat stand, and on each of the hooks there's these little rubber caps, and as luck would have it, it does fit on top. So as you can see, there's a nice bezel round the screen, which, like I said before, is a magnified screen. I'm not sure how big the actual screen is, but the magnified effect makes it look a little bigger. And in this game you control a pig as opposed to a gorilla or a paint roller, and I'm not sure whether the pig is crying or has very shiny cheeks. To be honest, if I was being chased by those, I'm sure I would be too. As for the controls, your start button is also the jump button, and you've got 2 switches. Your power switch, which is also the game select switch, and your sound select, so you can choose from off, minimum or maximum. And trust me, you will need it either off or on minimum for game B, because it has a horrible repetitive sound. And of course there's the 4-way joystick. And on the back you have the instructions for play, as well as this huge battery cover. So let's get the batteries in and see how it plays. I've just noticed as I was putting the batteries in, the speaker is actually underneath the battery cover. So with game A, just like in the arcade version of Amidar, the object of the game is to make up the blocks of a grid by eating the dots, or in this case, the biscuits, around each block. Once you've completed a block, a fruit appears and you move on until all of the blocks on screen are complete. But watch out for the 3 monsters, because just like in Pac-Man, if they touch you, you end up losing a life. But don't worry, you've always got the jump button. Pressing this and the monsters disappear for a second, allowing you to sneak past. Completing the blocks in all 4 corners of the screen will turn the tables on the monsters, and now you have the ability to chase and eat them. But be aware that this only lasts for a few seconds. And as in the arcade version, this also has the bonus game. The object of which is to get the pig at the top to meet with the pig at the bottom. After pressing the jump button, the pig will zigzag down the screen, and if you time it right, you'll be awarded 100 points. In Game B, the yellow dots are now the pig's footprints, and you still have to go round creating blocks and avoiding the monsters, but this time you have to link your footprints together, as wandering off too far or trying to complete a new block will break the chain, so you'll have to go back in order to join them together again. Successfully completing all the blocks, and it's time once again for another bonus game. And you'll also notice that the sprites in this VFD game can indeed occupy the same space, unlike Munchman from my previous video. So that was Amidar. It's a great little tabletop game, and you know what? I enjoy playing this more than the actual arcade game. So let me know in the comments below if you had this game, or indeed the other two in the series, Jungler or Dig Dug. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, bye!